Hello, y'all. Today is Friday, August 7th, 2020. Um, I guess it's supposed to rain in like a half hour here in Pensacola. Me being back on the streets. Still on the streets. And people think I just forget having a right to be happy. I'm 36, gonna be 37 on the 25th very soon. And I was 15 years old feeling like I'm treated like I'm not welcome to exist on the face of this earth. That people just hate me so much. But then people will bully, harass, and lecture me, talking about me being mean and hateful. You know, retaliating against, trying to protect yourself or trying to stand up for yourself against abuse is not being hateful. Trying to defend yourself with abuse. Um, so it's like a couple of people are rooting for me to try to, get back in a hotel room or something like that. But Alex, even back in June, Alex admitted to me, like, how the hell he even knew I was staying in hotels off and on. I didn't even know. He admitted to me online, he admitted to me that he told every hotel about me. And he does just like the foster mom, wanting everybody to keep a close watch on me when he has no authority over me. He has, um, a complete stranger. He has no authority over me whatsoever. And the foster mom never was supposed to have any quote unquote authority or power over me in the first place. you know. So, as usual, it was super quiet when I was using the bathroom for 30 minutes. The do weapons, you know what I mean? And now all of a sudden, paramedics and loud cars and everything coming by because I'm doing this video. And so, it's like a couple of people are, wishing I can be in a hotel, but I don't want to be in a hotel. I would like to, some people say van life is not that glamorous either. But if I could just have my own small house, not those new age tiny houses, but just a modest little one bedroom single house for me, I would be content with that. And a car to get around in. So I was able to sleep hard and deep last night for the first time in a while that I didn't even realize I was sleeping and dreaming. And so I didn't even realize I was sleeping and dreaming. And there was none of these loud cars before it sounds like in the front up in there, it sounds like they're talking loud. Um, so it's like, how the hell you admit that you hate Jesus and you serve Satan and you think you have power over me? You think you have a high amount of authority over me? You know, and it's like, I'm just tired of control freaks and abusive people. I can't even concentrate on my video because of the noise harassment. So this morning, my head was hurting right here. About 3 hours after I woke up. And when I do this, when I open my mouth, see, when I open my mouth, it would, and there's the people out in the front, they're talking unusually loud because they were super quiet too, up in there. So, it's like, so my like, and I was started to wonder. I mean, I don't think this is what a stroke feels like, but I started to wonder what was I having, starting to have one. I mean, I had pain right up in exactly right here, and then when I tweeted on Twitter to somebody about it, and he said, "Yeah, I bet you it's those." He said, "I bet you it was those freak masons, those gay freak masons, or something like that." He said, "Why don't you take some Excedrin and see if it'll go away?" I said, "Well, now that me and you just talked about it, now the pain went away." Then the pain went away, and he said, "Yep, that was them." Like he knew it was. I said, "I think it was the dew weapons that did that, caused that pain for hours." And then when I opened my mouth, it would hurt even worse. But then after I mentioned to him, then the pain stopped. And then somebody else retweeted or mentioned. I think somebody retweeted my tweet later on, and I saw it, and then the pain came back. And then it's been back off and on, you know. So somebody named Michelle McGowan tried to. She didn't like threaten me, but she said something mean to me. Try to make it like as if she tried to falsely accuse me of antagonizing Frank Brown, in which I didn't. And she tried to say I was testing him. I mean, because I mean, I'm not even in contact with him anymore. With him trying to, he acted like he wanted to so badly come down to Pensacola by me. And I was like, no, but he would be verbally abusive, telling me, stop acting like a punk or whatever. And so, him talking harsh to me was why I cut him off. And so she came today and try to say, she tried to talk about me and my man looking ass. That made me feel really bad. She tried to talk about me and my man looking ass. And then even when my hair was long, people try to bully, harass, and laugh at me and say I look like a man. So she tried to talk about my man looking ass. And then she tried to tell me, you better focus on your targeting rather than, and she says, you better focus on your targeting and stop trying to get fucked. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I don't try to have sex with anybody. She is a complete stranger who knew nothing about me. But then that sounded like something a perp would say. But then I went and looked at her YouTube videos. I didn't click on them, but I just saw her profile or her YouTube page, and I'm wondering, well, if she's targeted, why is she perping me like that? So I don't even know her. She knows nothing about me. She's trying to say Frank Brown is her man. Well, the guy told me that they like broke up, or that she treated him bad or something. He didn't mention her name, but he mentioned the girlfriend or whatever. So, and then they both had this Christian stuff on their YouTube channel. So it's like they try to talk and act like a worldly thug while being abusive towards me, and then try to talk and act like they think they're Christian. So, I'm tired of being hurt and abused by anybody. And, people have encouraged me to stand up and don't tolerate abuse anymore from anybody. So, Also, this morning, they had the guy who harassed me last week with the motorcycle. He harassed me this morning. And then saw that turquoise Jeep that was empty, like it was just sitting there looking like it was abandoned. And I guess that they used that to creep me out. And then I had to deal with the one headlight all day. And so I mean, my day wasn't that great, but it's, it took me 10 minutes to talk about all this, but I really wanted to talk about Stars15k. This what this video is mainly about her. The bully Kim Irons from high school, the way she treated me, it's like, well, she acted like a gangster ghetto version of the way Stars15k acts, But I don't even know if Stars15k, if she saw me in person, I don't even know if she would be violent and put her hands on me, And Stars15k, she's associated with Alex. Now, how the hell you follow somebody around, stalk and bully, harass and laugh at somebody, and then you just throw in false accusations, lies, and assumptions, and you do all this, and then you try to tell me about my quote-unquote bad behavior when you don't even know me. So, the Bible and God, Jesus, the Lord, looks at all of humanity as having bad behavior. So all these narcissistic people who are highly narcissistic. I woke up with that on my mind this morning, with unwanted intrusive thoughts and flashbacks and memories about people trying to bully, harass, and lecture me about my behavior. And according to man, according to humans, people, I'm seen as a nuisance or a troublemaker or a bad person everywhere I go. And I don't even be trying to start trouble. Excuse me. I mostly either be on my phone or be listening to my MP3 player, or I be in my own little world. If I had my own place, I usually would stay in, like, even when in the hotel room, stay in a hotel room like for a whole week, and maybe just go out the front door and that's it. Or I would leave. And when I had my own apartment or house or Section 8, I would stay in, stay at home for a whole week. Because I didn't have almost my emotions getting the worst of me, and I didn't realize I was gang stalked and targeted while everybody was abusive towards me. And and sometimes even 2 weeks, I would not even leave the house, not even go outside, not even the front porch for 2 weeks, and just stay inside for 2 weeks, trying to regroup before I snap and go off, because I just can't take the abuse and meanness from just like everybody I come across. So even since teenage years and childhood, that I was considered making trouble. People hated me that much that it was considered making trouble just to say hello. But everybody wants me to be positive and stop being negative and thinking about the past, when they're hypocritical, because how do you want me to forget about the past and the negative You want me to forget about the past and the negative, but at the same time, you're still holding a grudge against me over something so minor. You know, but people have done you way worse than I would, and you forgive them in 5 minutes. But that eternal grudge that you never let up on because it's me. Something I don't understand. I just don't get it. How even my own family, like my own twin sister, I'm still forbidden to talk to her. Me and her had it was a heated argument over the phone. But when she had an all-out fist fight with her gay lover, and then 5 minutes later, it was like as if nothing happened, like they were good friends. But over a petty argument last year, and now she still has not even tried to reach out to me. Before then, our so-called getting along lasted only 2 months. And it's okay for her to have a license to bring up negative things about the past, but I'm not allowed to do that. Or she would bring up and stuff that never existed, and then insist that it's true. And then I'm not allowed to stand up for myself. It's like she tried to bully me and try to create, every time me and her get into an argument, she creates a new lie, a new false rumor, and a new lie about me. So it's like I can't believe how, and then the narcissistic abusers, they love to have the perverted false rumors about you. Like, people falsely accusing me of being a prostitute or a pedophile. And those people who act like that, they are highly narcissistic. But where's my right to sue them for libel, defamation, and slander? And if I never really touched anybody, I never had sex in exchange for money, so I don't know why they make false rumors about me being gay, but it's my twin sister who's the one who's gay, so it's like, it seems like as if I get scared sometimes because when Stars15k, her name is Star L Bricker, and she that Stars15k lady, she reminds me of, I don't get V2K, but the way she talks to me and the way she acts towards me, I never met her in person, but the stuff she's told me online reminds me so much of the stuff that the torture and abuse that people say that they hear during the V2K. And a lot of people have said that the V2K stuff is very satanic. So with the gang stalker, that's why I said I had to try to retrain my mind. My back has been itching since yesterday. I haven't gotten to have a bath since last Saturday. Last Saturday at that hotel, the motel was the last time I got to have a shower, and I've been going crazy because I can't have a bath and feeling too dirty, and they're probably laughing at me being tormented of not being able to get to have a shower. But I think it was Tuesday, I went to the beach and I got in the water, but that was the closest to a shower I got to get. And I try to not carry around so much heavy stuff. I've just been carrying this around because if I carry any more than this bag, then I get treated with abuse. I don't even carry around my sleeping bag because I get treated with such high abuse because people know I'm homeless. Street homeless, and they don't care about my safety. They don't care about me being a female or nothing. To be a lone single female and nobody cares what happens to you. And I constantly ask myself, what is it that I did so bad or so wrong to be hated by society, hated by the world? And then people try to bully, harass, and lecture me about bad behavior from a mental health psychiatry perspective, not from a biblical. Oh wow, they don't. Oh wow.